Oh, hey, I was just playing Rockabilly Boogie. You want me to show you? All right, let's go.
Rockabilly till the break of day. It's a rockabilly boogie. Rockabilly boogie. Rockabilly boogie. Well, they take off your shoes, get ready to pop. Gonna rockabilly, baby, wearing the socks. Wiggle your hip, feel the dream. Go, little baby, to the rockabilly bill. It's a rockabilly boogie. Rockabilly boogie. Rockabilly tonight. Well, there's little Susie turning 17. Everybody knows her as the rockabilly queen. There's the slim, quiet little mouse. Terrible Susie gonna tear down the house. It's a rockabilly boogie. Rockabilly boogie. Rockabilly tonight. Rockabilly boogie. Rockabilly boogie. Rockabilly boogie. Rockabilly tonight.
Hey, everybody, we're going to take a look at Lee Rocker's version of Rockabilly Boogie, not the Johnny Burnett version. So, what we got is Buzz Campbell on the guitar, and he's got a lot of cool stuff he does in this version of the song. It's real nasty. Yeah, it's in A minor, and he's got a lot of stuff like, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Now, something that I noticed about Campbell's playing is, you think of Lee Rocker and you think, oh, Brian Setzer. He doesn't sound anything like Brian Setzer. And I'm not saying that in like a bad way. He's just a different person. Now, the guitar solo number 1 is going to be here on YouTube, and the other 2 solos are going to be on my Patreon. So if you want to get the transcriptions for all that, head over to my Patreon. And of course, I'll have the tabs up on the screen. So why don't we get started? Alright, guitar solo number 1, coming in from the Rockabilly Boogie tonight. So if we break this all down, it's actually pretty simple. He's using a lot of minor pentatonic and a couple of extra. a couple of other extra notes. So like when it goes, that's all over the A chord. And that's a lot of minor pentatonic. You got the blue note here. And then you have this note, major 7. Which I don't think that's what he's implying there or like thinking about. In my brain, I believe he's just like sort of like pulling an Eddie Van Halen trick, you know, where you just kind of like, he used to just like go in like symmetrical patterns. He would do stuff like just like here, here, and here, the whole way across, right? And he's not like playing exactly that, but he's just going 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Here's from major pentatonic, and then we got. Now you could imagine that as a note from major pentatonic, and then our minor pentatonic is our flat 3, right there. Or you could imagine it as, because we're going into a D chord, right? It'd be like, and then here, 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 and here. It's like playing an A7. Only you have to hold all this down, so you go like that. So you go like that, and slide it up, and you have those notes right there. And lots of minor pentatonic happening. And then you have the blue note again, how we went. Its octave is right here. So we're using the blue note again from our blues scale, which is just a minor pentatonic scale with that one extra note. That's all it is. And he's just kind of holding them at the same time. And why it's like really clashy is because it's those notes right there. They're so like close to each other, so they clash a lot if you play them at the same time. It's like playing a white and a black note on the piano. And then he just moves it down. Straight up, like blues right there. He just like almost repeats that, just like slightly varies it. And then some more like minor pentatonic from or you could think of it as an A minor chord. I mean, like, because here's A minor, right? If you chop it up, you have this. So you have an A C note, and an E. And those are the 3 notes of our A triad. A minor triad, I should say. And that's number 1. Now, in a lot of like rockabilly songs and in like country and jazz, like, so what we do is we play the changes. So when the chord changes, you accommodate the like lead instrument switching like chord by chord on like a chord by chord basis. In like rock music, they hardly ever are doing that. It's like they'll have like one scale and just stick with like the one scale, over all the chords. And this is like kind of what Campbell is doing here. He's just like using one scale over all the chords, and that's okay too. It's a change of pace, honestly. So this song starts out with Lee Rocker on his slap bass going, and for when the guitar comes in, it goes. And it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. And so it's like 3 of these. And this second time it's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then so that's when there's no like vocals happening. When the vocals start happening, he like really like calms down on using that. He like stops using it almost the whole time, and all you're doing is holding an A chord. Like a lot of the times he just go, and then sometimes just only on the A. And then like occasionally I'll just, and if I'm gonna add the extra string, I only add in the G string. I keep the B completely out of it because that would imply a major chord. That, no. So it's okay because that's just an A, an E, and an A. Here is where you're going to get a major sound or minor sound. It's just like doing that. Right? So you want to keep that in mind. Now I need to interject because I caught this kind of late, but when he goes on to the D sus 2 chord, there are times where I can hear in my ear, it sounds like to me, that he's throwing in the flat 7 as well. And what I think he's doing is he's holding like this, and then coming down with his pinky. Instead of sounds like Rockabilly Boogie tonight. And then just like a regular old E7. And that is like basically the whole song. It's really simple. And then at the very end, Rockabilly Boogie tonight. Then I think it's an overdubbed guitar. He comes in here and for at like 3 strings on fret 12. So here's my high-tech recording studio. Look what I got. I got the Hot Rod DeVille amp, and on top of that is a JBL speaker, a Bluetooth speaker, that I'm playing the tune off of my old cell phone here on YouTube Music, and I'm recording with my good cell phone just from like the camera mic. Although I do have a Dolby app, and that helps the like sound quality a lot. So on my Hot Rod DeVille, I have a volume box, and I got this online for like $20, I think. and like I've taken it apart, and like all that's in it is a potentiometer. That's it. You know, so like it'd be easy if you wanted to like make your own, but I just didn't want to do that, so I bought it. And so this is important if like you're on like the clean channel, because the volume on this is like real touchy. It's like super, super quiet. There's not anything happening. And then here, like, jumps really loud. And then after that, it slightly gets some louder. And then it starts to break up, you know. But, like, usually when I'm playing, you know, it'll be about here or so, like 3-ish. And I just adjust the volume from here. Goes into my loop. Right? And anyway, this is the JBL speaker. And then for like this recording, since there's some drive on, I got out this guy here from Wampler, the Plexi Drive Mini, actually, and that has a volume control on it. So on this, I was using that as my volume control because it's a lot easier. And then on the gain, it's like almost all the way down. Here, let me steady this camera. See, like, here would be all the way off, and I'm like right there. That's it. But yeah, these things are awesome. And then, of course, a DD3 from Boss. And they go into a one spot. These are awesome because they have a bunch of hookups, and they have like the different milliamps. So if you have like a pedal that like eats up a ton of juice, you know, you put them in these two. And then like these are standard, you know, and never had to use this one. I don't know, but if I get a pedal, I read the owner's manual, so I know like what the milliamps are. And then we were using the Gretsch. And I chose this because on the recording on this track, I hear 2 pickups. So here's our position. Not that position, and not that position. Right there. Straight up and down. And then, of course, on this recording, he's using a Bigsby a lot. So this was my choice on that. And, of course, my other one is there. I didn't forget about it. Hey, guys, I really loved making this guitar lesson. I love this song. I love the version of this song. I love the style of the guitar playing. Way different than Brian Setzer, and really cool. They're both really cool. It's just something different. You know, I actually started like figuring this out over a year ago, and then I just kind of like, I forgot all about it. I got through guitar solos 1 and 2, and I got a tiny bit into 3, and then I just, you know, stuff happens. I forgot all about it. And then I guess I was like listening to this the other day, and I was like, oh man, I gotta figure out the rest of that. I can make a lesson out of this. This is cool. So I hope you enjoyed this. I love it. So I'm going to see you guys next time. And until then, just keep on picking.